Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gatorlight, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlight hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
Running a small business means I wear lots of hats. When I put on my hiring hat, I can count on LinkedIn Hiring Pro to make it easy. LinkedIn Hiring Pro helps manage my hiring workflow, puts my job post in front of a unique network of professionals, and matches me with the best candidates for my business. I can also share my job with my network. No other job site lets me do that. No wonder most small businesses say they'd use LinkedIn Hiring Pro again. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free on LinkedIn today at linkedin.com/quality.
From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. And now, your host, Steve Collins.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coach Unplugged episode. I have no idea, but before we get going, I'd like to big a shout out to our 2 sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shooting machine on the market. Go over, mention Coach Unplugged, they'll give you $450 off, and they'll take really good care of you. Before I forget too, if you like this podcast, go over and check out some of our other ones like High School Hoops, Coaching Youth Hoops, 5-Minute Basketball Coaching Podcast. If you're looking for that one defense that will work against anybody, the Funnel Down Defense Podcast, the Rule of 3 offense that will work at any level, go over and check those out. Leave a 5-star review. We would like those. But also go over and check out teachhoops.com. For coaches who want to get better. It's a one-stop shop for basketball coaches. It's resources, it's everything. It's what I would have wanted as a 27-year-old basketball coach. It's a roadmap to success on and off the court. And we offer a 14-day free trial because I'm a coach. I understand how it goes. Go over and check it out. Kick the tires around, see if it's for you. And if it's not, we'll part our ways and we'll say thank you and move on. But I guarantee you're going to love all the material. And the material we're always putting in teachhoops.com. But anyway, have a great day, everybody. Let's head off the podcast. All right. Morning, Coach. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Appreciate you rescheduling this.
No worries. This is like tomorrow we're going on vacation for like a week and a half.
Yeah, I hear it. We just finished our last summer league game. We got a barbecue on Tuesday, and then we're done. I coach football.
Oh, God.
So I got 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks to.
Yeah. I leave town. The only way I don't go to work is my wife makes me leave town. So we go out and see my brother, and it's like we got to literally leave Wisconsin, or I'm doing something. So that it's good, but it's like getting actually in the car and getting moving is a whole different ball game.
Yeah, not here. I'm in Minnesota, so I'm not too far away.
Okay.
I'm northern Minnesota.
Yep.
So
where in Minnesota?
You know where Duluth is?
I do.
Okay, I'm about 30 minutes south of Duluth or so. Okay.
I taught my first coaching job was in Wausau. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So you are in you get an extra. I'm convinced northern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin gets another month of winter.
Yeah, tell me about it, man.
It's 2 weeks. Here's my theory. I'm a math teacher. It's 2 weeks on each end.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You get spring starts later and winter starts sooner than in like southern. And I noticed it when I moved down to Madison. It gets warmer faster. Yeah.
I live on a lake here, and we didn't know if the ice was going to be off by opener. So it's like second week of May. And I'm still staring out, and there's like 2 weeks before that, and there's a full-size pickup truck on the lake. It's just crazy.
So I remember the days of opening was big when I was like didn't have 18 different things going on. But I remember, there's more than one opener that there were icebergs. Like, look, as you're fishing, there's like ice is floating by you. It's like, oh God.
That's what I always tell my wife in the summer. It's gonna be snowing in a month. We have to go do this now because it's gonna be snowing in a month. That's my thing. It feels like it as soon as they get into football, like in August.
Yeah, football. I can't imagine. I don't know how you play baseball. How does your baseball teams do it up there?
We play about like 30 games in like a 2-week span. It's just nuts, because everything gets canceled, and then everybody's in a mad rush. You play 4 games a week, some doubleheaders in there. It's just nuts.
Yep. There's a couple of things in my utopian world. One of them is to get rid of the jump ball because I think it's stupid. But the second one is for every high school to only play summer baseball. Yeah. Especially in the Midwest. It's like our guys play. That's the same thing in our season starts. Our baseball season starts in end of March, early April, and they get canceled, and then they play all these games in like a 3-week window. It's like
that's where we're at. Like Legion baseball is so big that Legion baseball and high school baseball sort of butt heads, and so you can never move the high school league to the summertime because Legion has such a hold on summer baseball.
Summer baseball.
That's a weird deal. I played baseball, whatever, but I'm not a baseball guy.
No, and I played baseball too, and I'm not a baseball guy. My son played baseball, and finally when he gave it up, I said, well, I'm kind of happy because I don't have to sit outside and watch it play anymore now that I'm not coaching you. And, it's like that 3-week window in the spring. So, yeah. All right, go ahead, Coach. You got questions?
Yeah. Well, I'll just give you a quick little overview. I won't take long.
Okay.
So, longtime football coach in my district. Been a football school forever. So I've been there 10 years, and in the 10 years, we've been to the state tournament. We've been to the state tournament 9 of the 10, state championship game like 3 of the 10.
For football, you're talking about?
Football.
Okay.
So it's been a football school forever.
Okay.
And 3 years ago, coach kind of got ran out. It was a whole thing. They had no applicants for the job.
That sounds like my job. I was the only applicant for my job. Yeah.
And actually, I take it back. There was one dude that applied. That Skyped in his interview, like in his bed. So they weren't going to hire this guy. Literally Skyped in his interview from his bed. So they had no applicants for the job. Opened it again, got no applicants. So feeling loyalty to the boys, yeah. I mean, you're my guys. I'll do it. And now it's just taken life, and it's this beautiful thing now, and that's all I think about. And but when I took over the year before, they won 5 games. Graduated like their 3 or 4 top scorers off a 5-win team.
Okay.
So that's an issue.
Yep.
From I guess you could say from a philosophical stance, X's and O's, what they did before was not what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So the last couple of years have been just completely revolutionizing, but
how big a school and who do you play? Are you playing like metro teams or?
No, we're kind of outside. So we're a 2A school, which is the second smallest in Minnesota.
Okay. Yep. So I have to ask everybody because I talk to people all over. But they should uniform that too, because it's like 5 and 1 is big, and it's like okay, so 2A is small. Okay.
Yeah, small. So we co-op with another school. So between the two schools, we have about 70 kids a grade, 60, 70 kids a grade.
Okay, and then you don't play any urban. You only play other rural schools.
Rural schools, yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So we go, mostly all rural schools.
Okay.
We play some schools bigger than us, some schools smaller than us. It's just that out of state, you get who's ever close.
But you're not playing like Minneapolis or Duluth, big time.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No.
No, but I mean, even small schools, in that would have the same size as you in suburban Minneapolis would be.
Right.
You're playing a different kind of player in some respects. Right. Yeah. Okay.
No, I think where we're at, it's very
rural,
old school, traditional, and the progressive elements of the game. It seems like it's always just a little bit slower getting out to us.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. It is because it's a different style of basketball. We play in these summer tournaments. We play bigger schools and schools closer to the metro.
Yep. But then you could be what I'm telling you is I think you can be on the cutting edge too, though.
Right. And that's where we're going. We play a powerhouse from southeastern Minnesota, Rushford Peterson, who's in the state tournament all the time. And they play just a different brand of basketball down there. And they're a small school away from the metro, but it's amazing how things are sort of geographical. Like it works for one team, then all the teams in that area also kind of pick up on it.
Right.
Basketball in southeastern Minnesota is different than basketball in kind of northeastern Minnesota.
Yes.
It's just weird how that works.
Yeah, it's the same in Wisconsin. There's still the Dick Bennett thing, and from the point, I mean, it's
Sure.
yeah.
So first year, tripled the win. We got 115 games.
Okay. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those ones where we coached our ass off and went to win those 15 games. Like there's 10 of them that could have won either way. And we call ourselves the cardiac kids. And we had, of our 15 wins, 10 of them were within 5 points.
Okay.
Last year, I think we won like 17 or 18. So like things are trending up.
Yep.
And I feel really good about it. And we have this young group of kids coming up. My 9th and 10th graders are just phenomenal. They're starting to they were good, but now we've worked with them. We've had a summer program in place.
Yep. It's a cultural thing too, I think. I mean, I took over a program that had 5 winning seasons in 35 years, and it took me 5 years. It's about changing culture, and the shift you've made seems like the culture's already shifted. So that's good. Once you get the buy-in, especially with boys.
Summer basketball, 7 through 12, we only have like 50 kids in our entire program.
Right.
And we're 30, 35 of them every day in the gym. It's all the right kids. And so the buy-in, it's just the little stuff that
Yep.
and they need to take the next step. Like I feel like we can win 18, 20 games, but I want to win a section championship.
Well, you want to go to the state tournament. You want to play for the gold ball. Yeah.
It took 3 years for these kids to realize like we're just not playing where like that first year we played these good teams. And, that was awesome. Last year we would have got beat by 30.
Right.
So we need to get past that, and we need to beat those teams by 30 and beat those good teams.
I mean, do you talk about the brass ring at the end? Do you talk about all that stuff?
Every day. I mean, every day is
good. Because a lot of people don't. If you're good enough, so here's my theory is like, and we've been blessed, but every year that we've been good enough that we could win it, I've talked about it. Like, the 5 and 15 team, you're not going to win the damn thing.
Right.
But if you're one of the top 20 teams and you think you can, I think you talk about it. And every
football program, little day one, we're talking state championship.
Everything. And then you're talking about this is why we're doing this. So why are we here lifting at 5:15 a.m.? Or why are we watching film for an hour after practice? Or why are we having curfew the night before a game? Or why because again, having taught teenage boys for a really long time, you have to feed the monster a little bit. And feed their egos and feed their this takes hard work, but remember why we're doing this. Yeah.
I coached with the dude's going to be a Hall of Famer who I'm coaching with right now with football. And he understands that psychological point of it. And we just keep feeding those kids, and all of a sudden they believe it and they start playing almost bigger than they really are.
Right. And they get a little dog in them. Yeah.
Right. We've made 3 state championship games with rosters that aren't as good as other teams. But these little dogs that just fight,
Yep.
But and that's what you got that we just need to, and I want to talk to you about.
Yep.
That I think will kind of push us over.
Yep.
So I got some real technical kind of stuff that I want to talk about.
Yep.
Because I know that I have the program thing down.
Yep.
I mean, not down, but that's not the most pressing need right now.
Yep.
The youth program's going.
Okay.
Fundraisers are going. It's just some technical stuff that.
Perfect. You first of all, before we start, you're in better shape than 95% of the people I talk to. I'm dead serious because if you feel like the program's going the right way, because half the people don't think that, and you have the youth program, that's 90% of the battle. To be honest with you.
And I got some great parents in the youth. I mean, I walked into a beautiful thing. Like we're a couple parents after seeing these seasons, like we just got to change this. So 2 dads, 3 dads just kind of took it over. Organized it, got like the LC, and they got it going, boys, girls combined. We're fortunate. We co-op with another school. Okay. So we're not academically, we're not together, but sports. So we have 2 gyms between the 2. Actually, I take that back. We have 4 gyms between the 2 schools to fit everybody in.
Right.
So gym time isn't an issue. So our youth program, they're starting to beat up on people around in the area, and things are looking
well,
good.
Well, then you should, to be honest with you. So if we're talking, we'll talk the technical stuff in a second, but if we're talking long-term and you feel like if you are beating up people in your neighborhood, then you got to go find a bigger neighborhood. Swear to God. I mean, that's what we've done. We're not traveling this year, but I think the last 6 years we've left the state. We've gone on a national tournament during the season. So now I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, you got to think summer, maybe next year, especially if you got 9th and 10th graders. Where can I go? And if they get their butts kicked, they get their butts kicked. Right. But I think you got to push. It's a fine line, but you got to, especially if you're winning, you can push them a little bit. I don't mind us getting our butts handed to us times because our guys know we win and we're gonna win. So going and getting like beat up in the neighborhood isn't a bad thing, but you want to stretch that, I think, a little bit.
And that's what we did with our 6th graders going into 7th grade. They got out of our local league.
Yep.
Which is kind of a thing like that. That's a big thing. We didn't have a team in it, and they went down and played MYS tournaments down in the cities, the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
They all of a sudden lost a couple games, and it was good for them though. I mean, I think they played too much basketball, which it almost was between fall league, winter, spring. I mean, they almost played year round. So that was an issue, and that's something that we need to change. Like I don't know how many games you play in the summer, but like my varsity kids, they almost played 40 games this summer.
Yeah, we don't do that. We used to do that, and I was trying to keep up with the Joneses, and then I stopped doing that. So we do a lot more skill. Can you do stuff in the summer?
Yeah, we had the one dead week period over the 4th. Other than that, it's as soon as school's still.
So it's open. So what we do is we spend like 2.5 weeks in June and play. We go to Milwaukee. So like talking about playing bigger ball, we go to the Milwaukee. We're in Madison. We go to Milwaukee. Like Milwaukee kids going to Chicago kind of thing. We kind of try to go find something that's not in our neighborhood. So we play in a Milwaukee league. We play maybe 2 or 3 tournaments, and we do skill work the rest of the time. Because my guys are all playing AAU. So I don't necessarily all of July and all of the spring is them playing, most of them. So I don't really I think they play too many games, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And I'm just getting to that now. Like my younger kids are good enough to play AAU, so I think this last year I had 3 kids play AAU. Right. Man, that's something that quite hasn't got up to us yet. Like it's weird.
It's gonna. And then what happens is that you worry about I don't worry about burnout per se, but I worry about, first of all, go be a kid. Especially living in Minnesota, go to the lake, go do some fun, do that. You can't first of all, those games are great. My son's going to be a junior. I pulled him out of AAU because he wants to play for me. And I go, well, we can play AAU and you can go to Iowa and play 5 games on a Saturday, but it's not going to make you a better player.
Right.
Do you want to be a better player? I can make you a better player.
Right. And I told parents, like, we're going all of these days because I think it worked out well. Like, I want you to go on vacations, but I don't want, if your kid goes on a vacation, the one tournament we have, all of a sudden he missed, a third of the games of the summer.
Right.
We have more, and I have a ton of kids. I have 10 or 12 kids that can play varsity basketball. So if I miss a couple, they're going to the Dells or whatever. Like, that's great. That's fine. Go do it. If you're home, I want you here. I don't want you on the couch.
That's my rule. That's my rule.
It must have got it from you. I heard it from somebody, and it must have been you because I listened to your podcast.
Yeah.
But it's, if you're home, I want you here. If not, go camping. Do whatever. That's fine. But the game's going to be open. Like, I don't feel pressure to be in here, but I want to give you that opportunity if you're home and if you want to be here. Well, it just happened that nobody took vacations. Everybody was in the gym. Yeah. And then at the end of the summer here, as we're playing games 35 and 36, it was, I feel burnt out. I guarantee I love basketball more than you, so you have to be burnt out.
Right. Right.
So
yeah,
we're going to change it. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get a couple tournaments down in the cities.
We split up our team too. It's summer. I just want them playing. To be honest, I don't need my full core guys playing. So what we did is actually some of my guys were feeling burnt out after AAU. So my Milwaukee league was Tuesday, Thursday. We split them into 2 groups and said this group's going to go Tuesday. And it helped with my assistant coaches. And then, I didn't have to go all the time. I think I went once.
I just got a couple of young kids that are so used to winning. And when they don't win, it's hard for them. And the amount of time. That's good. Guys, summer league, no one's going to remember this score. But what are we taking away from this game?
Right.
That's the important thing. Because we're playing everybody. We're not going to have a 12-man rotation come season.
Right.
That the tweener 9th grader, I'm sorry, is not going to be playing half the game. But and they don't get that. But they're young.
They don't. As long as you keep, and the key with that is just keep reiterating that to them. They'll eventually hear it. But yeah, we have guys go on vacation too. That I would have a parent meeting next spring and say, hey, it's fine, but let's map it out. You can go on vacation. I don't want you to think you have to be here, especially if you've got guys that play football. It's like then they get no break.
Right. That's the thing. We got mini camps this week, and then we have a 2-week dead period for football, and then 2-a-days starts up 2 weeks from now. Right.
And we call vacation week. Like last week was football camp. Like we're done. I don't want to see you guys. Like bye. Right. Like I'm not opening the gym. Don't ask. I'm not doing. I'll open it. My son's gonna go in, but I'm not opening the gym up for you. So I don't care what you can sleep in. You can go play whatever, but I'm not.
next summer I'm going to have less. So we play in 2 different leagues on back-to-back days. I'm going to get rid of one of those, and then I'm thinking I'm going to have just like an open gym night, but it's going to be structured where I'm going to actually run the clock, keep score, go up to a certain time period, and get alumni in. We did that last summer a couple times, and it weirdly turned into really good basketball. And the kids are having fun, because they're playing against these older kids, and we have enough alumni in the area now that want to come back and play. And I'd much rather actually have them play against that 20, 21-year-old body.
Did you see me put up that Bob Hurley stuff? I've done a couple of those. That open gym Bob Hurley thing.
Oh, I think I saw it. I don't know if I looked at it.
Look at it. It's kind of fun where you do different types of games within them playing. Refocuses. I'll see if I can find that and send it to you again. We did a couple of those early in the season. The boys liked it. We just got away from it a little bit. But
all right, I got some technical stuff for you here.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so I know I put this on like the forum.
Yep.
So we struggle with late in games icing the lead. Like the couple games that we've lost this summer, we've been up late and just kind of piss it away. And there's different reasons each time, but it's becoming an issue.
Yep.
And not even just that. It's we're up 20 with 5-6 minutes left. All of a sudden, it ends up being a 7-point game. We struggle with that icing the lead.
You're young. We're
young. But even last year, I had some seniors that kind of came through, and it's been an issue since I've taken over. So I don't think it's a kid thing anymore because I've seen the same issue for 3 years. So I know it's something that either I'm not coaching or
Are
not.
you practicing it?
We do special situations every day.
How long?
We don't specifically target that's one thing. We don't do like a 5-minute special situation.
So what I have found to be successful is play little mini games.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I have them here with me. I don't think I do. I gave them to my assistant. So I have a whole bunch of when I'm sitting in an airport or I'm going somewhere, I'm doing something, I just write down situations on 3x5 cards. So I've got about a stack like this, and we grab we'll spend 10-15 minutes twice a week, and we'll put it on the clock. And especially if you're having when you're up and not, I'd put more of those in. So then I'll throw things at them. So let's say your first 7 are doing it and you're up 20 with 5 minutes to go. We'll use your example. Then I would throw a 6th defender in there, or I'd call foul when there wasn't one. I would give them situations that would make them struggle because they're young and they haven't experienced it. And you haven't, to be honest with you, I've coached for 30 years. So I've seen just about everything. So nothing super freaks me out down the stretch. I know what I'm going to do in just about every situation. Well, you haven't been coaching long enough to do that. So early in my career, I did this a lot because I needed the practice. And then I found out me needing the practice, they also needed the practice. So you have to do that. Do you have any more summer time left?
We have 2 days next week, which are, like I said, they're just kind of fun days. We're going to have a barbecue.
Yeah. So then I would do that early in the season next year. I would this is going to be part of our routine, and you can do it when you're down 7 too. So you can work on your pressure and fouling.
We do special situations every day. That's built into every day. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter, but from it's always been reactionary where, geez, last night we did this, and all of a sudden we're going to practice it today when we practice.
It's got to be it's got to be like free throws. It's got to be like working on your offense. It's got to be every day.
But I'm just curious, offensively, do you change in the last – oh, Charlie, just wait. Sorry, kids. In the last 2 minutes, do you change, what you do offensively? Do you have, a set or, a rotation in the last 2 minutes, to help ice the game?
Well, so 5 minutes up 20, we're probably still attacking a little bit. We're trying to get to we're probably, and this is where when you do it in practice, it will help because you're talking about these things.
Yeah.
We talk about, hey, what do we want to do? We want to get to the free throw line. We want to get good shots. We want to get 9s and 10s on our shot scale. We don't want 3s. We don't want 1-and-1 and creates. Those kind of, we don't want charge, here's what we want and here's what we don't want. I'm not telling you don't score, but you got to use some common sense at this point. Right. So that's where I think the situational stuff helps with that if you're up. Because you got to stop it and talk about it. By January, they'll know at that point. Now, do I do anything differently? No, I do a little bit of now 2 minutes is different than 5 minutes.
Right.
we'll have calls where I think it's like I think last year was like a black call. Like you're only shooting a layup at this point. You're only shooting a layup. We're up 7 with 2 minutes. We're going. There's no shot clock, right?
Right. No,
Okay.
no, not Minnesota. Not
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
But not yet.
Yeah. So trust me, I'm one of the guys that got it in Wisconsin. I'm fighting it hard. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, our first 2 years, I was like that. We just didn't have the horses. So we'd have 40-second possessions, 45. Because I know that team's going to score.
Right.
They're way better than we are.
Well, and the problem is too, it's like especially in the small schools, if they're not as good and you put a shot clock in, you're toast because they're going to take horrible shots in the last 10 seconds.
Right.
But getting back to that, so I would do.
I don't change anything. I tell my kids to stay aggressive, but like I said, let's take open shots. Let's not take.
But you gotta practice that, and then you got to talk about the different scales of what's the difference between 45 seconds and up 3. 2 minutes and up 10, 5 minutes and up 20. They all feel different to you and to them. So that's where you kind of you really have to practice those. Okay. And the thing is, and the good thing about sophomores and juniors or freshmen and sophomores is they become sophomores and juniors. Trust me, experience will help with this if you practice it. Because by the time they're seniors, you won't even have to say anything. They'll know.
I don't know how many times this summer, me and my assistant, we got frustrated in the game, and then we're riding home, and dude's a 9th grader. Like,
right.
Think about all the good things that he did in that game. Like, where's he going to be at in 3-4 years from now? Like,
I don't know how many coaches I've told this to, too. The difference in 8th grade, 9th grade, first of all, the classes are different. They're going to a real school in high school, with all the periods and all the expectations that come with high school, but they're also practicing every day. And it's just the level is like, every level is harder.
I've had these 9th graders, will be 9th graders with me for the last couple of years.
Right.
They were too good for our local competition.
Yeah.
So they come up and practice with us. So I've had these kids now for summer basketball and regular season for 2 years.
But they're not having the stresses of being in high school and the homework and all that stuff.
We're just one school. We're small enough where
okay.
I see kids in the hallways every day, in the high school and stuff. So it's all same teachers, same kids, whatever. All right, next question I have is on the ball defense. So we're struggling and we're very good. We don't really run like a pack line. We're transitioning a bit from a pack line because we didn't have horses in years past. We really packed it in.
Yep.
But now we have athletes coming up, so we're getting up the line a little bit more.
Yep.
So I wouldn't say we're like a hybrid kind of between the two.
Are you pushing sideline?
On the backside. Pushing sideline, yeah. And then, we'll have calls where I want the guys to get up and deny ball reversals, things like that. But on the ball defense, we're constantly getting beat, and our rotations are getting better, and our help's getting better. But the problem is we're constantly getting beat on the ball.
Are you getting beat with a strong hand?
Will obviously, what's that?
Are you getting beat with the strong hand?
Like with the ball handler strong hand?
Yeah.
I guess I've never really noticed. I guess
so you gotta look. So here's because trust me, I have some guys, and one of them was in my house that has a harder time competing against some of the ball handlers and the athletes that are in our league. So you got to talk angles a little bit at this point too. And if you're pushing baseline and it's their right hand, they're going to be able to make that turn a little faster than if you're pushing baseline and it's their weak hand. So the funneling thing is good, but you have to talk about, what's a half and what's a full, what's a we're really pushing and we're kind of, and then the space. So those are the two things I talk about, the angle and the space. And then whether it's strong hand or weak hand. So if they're going to their right strong hand and a kid can play, he can make that turn on you before even if your help is coming. That's probably what's happening. Are they making the turn fast?
Right. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I've never really talked about that.
Yeah. So that would be the first thing. I think that will take care of most of it. And then are you trapping or are you all the same height?
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of 5'7" guys that can shoot.
That's okay.
We are trapping. We do have a defense set, and we're getting more into it where we're trapping. And we
run jump
stuff. Yeah, it's more of like it's super simple where we play. We can just trap the first pass, and it'll take teams about a half a game to really figure out what we're doing. So we'll trap the first pass. Within that, we'll trap in corners, and we're getting to a point where I can give kids more leeway where they feel it. We're a little slow sometimes rotating behind it. You know, a kid will feel it and they'll go trap at the right point, but we're not quite at the point where that next guy over will then rotate.
Right. Have you thought about pushing, literally opening up and pushing sideline that way and not letting him reverse? That way your help has to be better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I'm literally opening up and I'm in, and here's the baseline. I'm forming a 90 degree and I'm saying, go ahead, go baseline.
Mm-hmm.
So the next guy is way up the help line. That would stop the dribble penetration. And then we're really funneling them toward the baseline. And then you can trap out of that. That's a unique little look that I've been playing with that seems to be working. So it's like, I'm literally going to turn and go like this and make you pop it. I mean, if you throw it to the other side, you're going to have to, it's going to be a big rainbow kind of pass.
Right.
And then that forces that if the next guy down doesn't get up the line, we're done. I mean, they're going to score every time. So it forces that guy to get up and stop it. And then once they pass to his guy, then they're basically almost on the baseline at that point. And then you can trap it, move it that way. So that's might be a little wrinkle you want to look at.
Yeah, and we started experimenting more with that at the end of last season.
Okay.
And it worked. I mean, it was.
Oh, it will work.
It worked. And even just with these guards will see that second guy coming.
Right.
We won't even be in a trap yet, and there's a lollipop coming out of the guy's hand.
Yeah.
Do you have any good on the ball defense drills? You know, we do some like one-on-one stuff, but I'm just curious, is there anything?
No, yep. So all my man stuff I do in 2-on-2s and 3s-on-3s because that's literally how the game is played. So if I'm like even talking about that funnel thing, I'd have the guy with the ball, I'd have a guy on the help line, and then I'd have a weak side guy. So the rotations would have to work. So I do a lot of. I mean, if you came and watch one of my practices, we do some one-on-one stuff. I do a lot of one-on-one stuff for tryouts because you can't hide one-on-one. You can't hide. But we do a lot of 2-on-2. A lot of our practice is either 5-on-5, which is actually we've gotten more 5-on-5 over the years, and then a lot of 2-on-2, 3-on-3 breakdown stuff.
Hey, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, like, jump up and down, review, do whatever you got to do. Also, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Have a great